What is down, everybody? It is your main course, Little Pancake, and welcome back to another video. Yes, please, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who do I say thank you to? Episode 5 of Kenobi. Finally, a very good episode. Finally got some Anakin Obi-Wan flashbacks. It wasn't exactly what we were looking for. It wasn't Clone Wars, but it was still a flashback with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen fighting, and that's great. That's just chef's kiss. This was the best episode yet, by far. Okay, I mean, like, without question. It cannot be questioned. I mean, it wasn't perfect, I wouldn't say. I mean, there weren't that many flaws. I really liked how they brought back the Grand Inquisitor. That was awesome. That was actually, like, way better than I would have ever thought to bring him back. So, the Vader-Revo fight was awesome. But I don't know why Vader would leave her, like, alive. That's really, it just doesn't seem like Vader to me to leave her alive, you know? Like he said, he has no use for her now, right? That's really the biggest thing that I was just like, to just spare someone's life. I mean, he did stab her, but that's not gonna kill her, apparently. I mean, she was looking very good for someone who just got stabbed, like, right there. But I mean, I don't make the rules. I'm very much so looking forward to episode 6. I don't think that this, like, so the expectations for this show were obscene, right? Everybody had extremely high expectations, including me. And I don't usually have high expectations for anything. I try to keep my expectations low. However, for this, I bumped them up a little bit, right? And the first 4 episodes did not really meet expectations. The 5th one did. Hopefully the 6th one does as well. But I think no matter how good these, well, we know how good the 5th one was. No matter how good the 6th episode is, I still think that the overall show will not meet the expectations. This episode, though, I'm gonna give a 9 out of 10. Like, there was a lot in this episode that I really enjoyed. Of course, the flashback was really cool. Just seeing them fight. They could have done a little better with the de-aging, but, like, that's very nitpicky, and it didn't bother me, if I'm being honest. That's just, like, something I noticed. I really enjoyed the, when Vader just, like, grabbed the ship, because as I'm watching this, like, Vader walks in and the ship's taking off. I'm like, he can just grab that. And then he did, and I was like, oh my god. It was awesome. And then, like, ripping it apart and no one was inside, and I was like, what? And then the other ship darts off, which I'm not really sure why he didn't stop that one. I guess it was too fast for him or something. And the Revo Vader fight was awesome until he just, like, stabbed her and left her. I really thought he was gonna chop her head off like he did to Count Dooku when he had the 2 sabers in his hands. I was like, do it, but he didn't. And yeah, I mean, it was overall a very good episode. It of course could have been a little longer. The Tala and the loading droid sacrifice, they were decent. I didn't have huge, like, thoughts about it. I hadn't grown a connection to those characters or anything, but it still showed that, like, how much they cared, you know. And I really wish that the loading droid was someone else, like Wrecker or like an ex-clone or something. I just, like, the things that it was doing weren't droid-like, right? Like in that one episode where he's, like, holding a hammer behind his back. That wasn't droid-like, or, like, even just fighting. I thought they were going to do something more with it, and they didn't, which is fine. That's alright. And, yeah. I mean, it was just a good episode overall. I really enjoyed it, honestly. Like I said, that Vader not killing Reva, really the only part that I was kind of like, Leia up in the vent with all the wires was kind of too. And there were a few dialogue moments where I'm like, that's kind of weird. Most of them involving Reva, but I do feel like Reva's character has gotten better. So yeah, I mean that was pretty much it. Good episode overall. Really hyped for the finale. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Drop your comments below of what you thought about the show, this episode. And I'm not going to do an episode 6 review. I'm just going to do an overall review next week. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. See y'all later.